Ya, selamat siang Bapak Ibu dosen, tenaga pendidik dan mahasiswa-mahasiswi kami yang terkasih di kuliah umum kita hari ini. Sambil Profesor Shakespeare mempersiapkan bahannya, ada baiknya saya memperkenalkan latar belakang beliau dulu ya Bapak Ibu. Ya, sambil mempersiapkan slide. Beberapa informasi yang ingin disampaikan, background dari Sigamoney Shakespiere. Beberapa pengalamannya, dia adalah lecturer juga di 2 kampus, selain dari Yonsei University, dia juga mengajar di Hansin Graduate School of Theology. Kalau ada Bapak Ibu dosen yang mengenal Pendeta Deborah Munte, dan juga Bapak Pendeta almarhum UTP Simarmata dulu, mendapat gelar doktoral honoris causa itu kemarin di Hansin Graduate School of Theology. Shakespeare juga mengajar di sana, dan ke depan ini juga kampus akan kita buat MOU dan kerjasama dengan kampus ini. Mudah-mudahan nanti STT dan mahasiswa kita boleh menjadi mahasiswa di sana juga dan bersama-sama melakukan penelitian dan juga beberapa kegiatan akademik ke depan bisa kita lakukan di sana. Akademik, beberapa karya akademik yang sudah terpublish dan juga sudah dipublikasi, ada begitu banyak, nanti boleh kita cek di Google, tapi beberapa karyanya ada jurnal artikel yang berjudul Double Face of Christian Mission and Education in India from Dalit and the Colonial Perspective, diterbitkan di International Review of Mission volume 109, ini Q1. Dan book chapter Beyond Skewnation of Nationalism Towards of Compassionate Ethical Commit of Nation, Enforced Migration, Problem, Challenges, and Theological Response, yang dia tulis sendiri. Dan ada beberapa buku yang dia bawa, mungkin akan diberikan kepada kita Bapak Ibu dosen dan Pak Ketua, salah satu buku yang diterbitkan. Dan juga ada jurnal yang berjudul A Theology of Migration, Migrant of Prophetic Agent of Transformation in Forced Migration, Problem, Challenges, and Theological Response, and Dalit Theology, A Theology of Survivors Beyond Pain and Pathos. Dan beberapa pengalaman selain mengajar, Shakespeare juga aktif dalam kegiatan ekumene gereja dan pelayanan gereja sebagai partisipan World Christianity Summer Institute Cambridge Center for Christianity, partisipan World Christianity Summer Institute Cambridge, and then member of host team Yatra WCC, CWCM, dan juga partisipan di kegiatan Yatra WCC di Busan, dan juga Worship Leader Peace Train, dan juga partisipan Peace Conference Germany, Rusia, China, and Korea, dan beberapa karya-karya juga yang lain yang telah dipublish. Saya pikir di slide sudah ditampilkan karena waktu kita juga tadi sudah terlambat Bapak Ibu, harusnya 9:30 akan kita mulai, nanti berakhir berarti menjadi jam 1. Ya, kalau bisa cepat ya 12:30 berakhir, kita lihat. Jadi dia akan memaparkan 40 menit bahan materi ini dan kita akan lebih banyak tanya jawab, diskusi bersama dengan beliau. Dan ini topik yang hangat sekarang ini Bapak Ibu sebagai pengantar. Nanti dia akan menjelaskan secara bahasa Inggris, sudah disiapkan slide PowerPoint. Nanti langsung saja saya buat inti dan kesimpulan beberapa poin-poin yang ditekankan oleh beliau, lalu nanti tanya jawab. Yang pasti isu ini menjadi sebuah isu penting saat ini, bagaimana banyak mahasiswa atau scholar yang menggunakan AI ini menjadi sebuah hal-hal yang sangat sekarang menjadi ketergantungan kita. Tapi Shakespeare melihat ini juga bisa berbahaya di 2 isu yang terjadi, yang membuat perang dan penindasan oleh pemerintah dan juga yang terjadi di Palestina. Kita akan lihat bagaimana AI ini berperan membangun secara positif atau menghancurkan. Dan secara spesifik kami akan memberikan waktu kepada beliau. Oke, mari kita beri tepuk tangan, aplaus yang semangat buat Shakespeare. Semangat.
Hello, check. Horas. Good morning to everybody, and I would like to thank Mr. President and the Vice Presidents here, and I would also like to extend my sincere gratitude for this honor that you have given us, President. Thank you very much for your warm welcome and your kind words. And I also want to thank all the faculty, the staff, and wishing all the best for the faculty who are leaving in your endeavors to the main office, and also wishing all the best to the 3 faculty who are coming in. I sincerely would like to thank Dr. Nainggolan for the friendship and the fellowship we have had, and also for this opportunity. I deem it as an honor to be here in this prestigious institutions. Okay. I think I'm very far. The last person, can you hear me? Last person, yeah? This side, can you hear me? Okay. You have your phone with you, smartphone? Everybody take your phone out. Type my name, Sigamoney Shakespiere. Type on your phone. Google English. Can you show me? Okay. What do you see? You see some information about me, right? Yeah? You see my name, my photo. Very nice things are there. Okay? There are many things you don't know about me. When I was young, I punched 2 people and fight in the playground. It's not there. You see? When I was small, I steal my sister's candy. It's not there. What it shows is what it wants to show. The Google shows nice thing about me because I don't fight with them. But tomorrow, if I fight with the people who control this world, you will see all my bad stories there. Do you see the point? And that is the positive and the negative of the AI. Let me tell you frankly, I am not an expert on AI, but I am an expert on dialogical theology and world Christianity. I will try my level best to get to the ground. The lecture, I will shape it in this format. I will show you 2 cases of violence where the government killed the people. 2 case study. First, which is because the government want to be monologic. Okay? And then I will talk about AI, and then I will talk about monologism and the philosophy of dialogism, and then I will bring world Christianity as a solution to this problem. I will present you the 2 cases of violence. Moderator, what time should I stop? What time I should stop?
40 minutes, so
30?
40.
11:40 is okay?
Yeah.
The first case I want to present to you is about, how many of you have heard Rohingya? Rohingya. Rohingya? Myanmar? Yeah. If you look at the Rohingya case, they never had citizenship. No country from birth. When the state of Myanmar was made, they did not include the Rohingya in the list of the tribes. So they had no state. They were Muslims, and Myanmar was a Buddhist country. So they did not give them citizenship. They were isolated. All bad information of Rohingya was spread in the country by the monks. And the people hate Rohingya, and they think they are not human beings. It's okay to kill them. So the violence against Rohingyas increased and increased. They said, one nation, one blood, one voice. They included Karen, Kachin, everyone, other tribes in Myanmar, but they did not include Rohingya. As a result, in 1978, the government of Myanmar launched a military operation called Operation Dragon. The army went, raped, killed, butchered, and burnt the Rohingya community. The people in Myanmar were silent. Why? Because Rohingya is an outsider, not our citizen. In 1990, the army took their land and attacked the people again. In 82, almost 800,000 people were stateless, and they all now moved to Bangladesh. They are homeless people. Rape, murder, and killing of Rohingya people, the world was silent. Because the state had the information, control of information flow, Rohingya did not have access to control the world media. This is all the danger that happened. People died. Second case is about my tribe. Sri Lanka, I come from India, but I speak Tamil. Some of you are not from Sumatra, but you are Batak. Same like that. I'm not from Sri Lanka, but I am Tamil. In 1947, India and Sri Lanka got independence. Sri Lanka had three groups of people: Sinhala, Tamil, and the local indigenous people. The Tamil were less than 15%, very small. Sinhala were more than 80%, and the local people were minority. Once the country got independence, they want to make the constitution. There were 3-language policy. But later, they made laws that said no Tamil language in the official. And so people demonstrated, peaceful demonstration. When people demonstrated, the Buddhist monks began to kill them, attack them, because the Buddhists were Sinhala, Tamil were Hindus. And they said, you are foreigner. So they fought, they killed. The Tamils were being constantly killed, so they took up arms. And they were called freedom fighters. Okay? In South Africa, when Nelson Mandela's guerrilla army was fighting, they were called freedom fighters. In Sri Lanka, when the Tamil people took up arms, they were called freedom fighters. But then, the UN and the United States after the 9/11, called them terrorists. And then the game changed. What happened? The war started. For 30 years, the Tamil people ruled their land. They had their government, hospital, bank, schools, currency, everything. But then, the war started in 2006, the last war. And slowly, first, the government sent out foreigner, sent out NGO people, no media, no journalists. And then the government started bombing the Tamil people. Exactly what you see today in Gaza first happened in 2009 in Sri Lanka. One day, 70,000 people were killed in the last phase of the war. But nobody knows. Why? Because the internet was controlled by the government and not by the Tamil people. These are some of the things that happened, the history of the attack. So this is the suffering of the Tamil people right now. If you look in this case, what happened is the Rohingya were killed, raped, murdered. The Tamils were killed, raped, murdered. The Tamils, more than 100,000 people lost their life in this war. But the world does not know. Why? The internet and the media was silent. They just hide. Exactly the system, what is happening now in Gaza. First, kick out the foreigner, kill the journalist, and then you don't give the information. This is called one way of talking. I talk, but you cannot ask any question. It's monologism. Monologism as an ideology is very dangerous to humanity. What happens in a monologue? The actor comes, talks, nobody asks question. Monologism is very, very dangerous. Coming to artificial intelligence. You know, AI is great. You want to write your paper, you can sleep the whole night. Morning you can get up, ask ChatGPT to write. Many of us do, right? In my class, in Yonsei, I have been teaching for the past 6 years. I read the Bible for the past 44 years. My mother taught me when I was 10 months old. I know the Bible very well. But when my student write the assignment, new Bible verses are there. In Psalm 23, Jesus is healing somebody. You know? In Psalm 23, Jesus is healing someone. Anybody know? In my Bible, it's not there. What do you think is the reason? What do you think is the problem? Psalm 23, Jesus is doing something. What is the problem? Can you guess what is the problem? Because the AI created a new version and put the footnote. The student is from China. Student never read the Bible. He don't know what is Christianity. He just asked ChatGPT, and ChatGPT give footnote. Psalm 23. I know Psalm 23. The Lord is my shepherd, I shall not want, blah, 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 blah. Where is Jesus in Psalm 23? And slowly I started to read students' paper. Out of 50 students, 6 students have never read any article I gave. They never listened to any lecture. They just asked ChatGPT, and ChatGPT give them answers. It looks very good. For work, it does many things. But it says a lot of lies. You can write a book. How many of you have written a book? Publish a book. After my lecture, all of you can publish one book in 10 minutes. You know? It takes only 5 minutes to make a 300-page book. You just ask ChatGPT to make your book. Give the title, description. 5-minute book is ready. The problem is, nowadays, we have smartphones, and the phones are smart, making us fools. Before, people were smart, and phones were dull. But now phones are smart, and people are dull. We cannot trust the AI. It's not neutral. It's great. 10,000 people writing work, AI can do in 2 minutes. No problem. But the problem is, if AI does all the work, what will we do? You see? That's the problem. In Japan, people loved the robots. Robots bring coffee. Robots give food. Robots work in the company. But what is the problem now? People don't have boyfriend and girlfriend. Everybody is having a robot at home. What happens next? People are psychologically disabled. They cannot connect to each other. They cannot talk to each other. They can only talk to a robot. Why? Robot is always nice. You kick the robot, it never kick you back. You ask anything, robot is so nice. Because it does not have a soul. Anything that does not have a soul can be dangerous because it doesn't have a consciousness. What is the problem now in Japan? We have a community called hikikomori. You know hikikomori? Hikikomori are people who live 30 years inside their room. They work on their computer. Midnight, they come slowly, buy their food, go inside. Never look at any people. They wear a hood. They just come, buy, give card, go inside the house, never come outside. We have a huge population of hikikomori because of computers and internet. It's one of the reasons. And that is the danger. We don't know each other, right? We don't know each other. But there is someone who knows all our problem, everything. Who is that? Who knows our heart? Before we say God knows, right? Now 2 people know. Who is the other one? The Google company knows. The Google company knows. Okay, I said the good things. Now I will tell you the problems in AI. Kathy O'Neill, one of the scholars, says it can make a huge social inequality. It can make some people very rich, some people very poor. Economically, it can control the world. You might think AI algorithm is neutral. It's not neutral. A Batak child raised in a Batak house is a Batak. But a Batak child raised in a Chinese house is what? Only face is Batak. Language is Chinese, culture is Chinese, food is Chinese. AI depends on who raises it. What you feed to AI, it will work on that. So we don't know who feeds the AI and what they feed the AI. It seems neutral, but this person proved it is not neutral, it is biased. It's only working for the elite. It's not neutral. that there is a group of people who are advantaged and there is a group of people who are disadvantaged because of AI. Frank, a scholar, he examines how the algorithm process can do the distribution of wealth. Algorithm can decide to make you rich, to make you poor. Algorithm can decide to take all your money and give to me. It's only a matter of algorithm. It can give you a wrong information, make you sell all your gold, and then I can buy. It can do it. It only needs to control the media, news, Facebook, SNS, and it's already doing. By doing this, it can make one community rulers and the rest of the people as slaves. That is the problem we have with the AI. At the end, it can destroy any targeted community. It can make them beggars. They can be rich. It can destroy them and make them poor. Okay, this is very, very important. If you talk against me, I cannot control you. But then if I have power through AI, I can disable all your social media and I can switch off your phone, off your bank account, and not allow you to function. Do you see the point? If I like professor, then with AI, I take his beautiful picture. I write great things about him. But tomorrow he fight with me, what do? I take down all the good things I put all the bad things about him and make him very bad. So the people who control the AI can control our faces and it can have bad consequences. And if you talk against them, the elite who control the AI, they can cut you off. Shut down you from talking on Facebook, TikTok, WhatsApp. If they cut you off, you're isolated. Algorithmic authoritarianism. You know, we had dictators. So we know. If the principal is very authoritative, we know, oh, he's very authoritative. Because he has a face. But AI doesn't have a face. And you don't know the dictator. It's an unknown person. You don't know who's behind. It can control in the decision-making process of individual, family, community, and state. You think you vote for your president, right? We all think we vote for our president, right? 90% of the world country's president is decided not by the people, but the media that control the people and make them think of this person as the president. Through Facebook, through SNS, through mass media. If 10 people, they want me as president of this country, and these 10 people don't want me as president, they are my opposite party, what the AI can do is, slowly, one by one, to all their friends, give good information about me. And they will influence the 10 people to think me as a great person. And this is mass media gaslighting. This is a term I made. You know gaslighting? Right? This is mass media gaslighting. The most dangerous AI gaslighting. Because you don't know the person. It can create something new. And again, one more person says, AI can make some people poor, some people rich. It can control your money and the flow of wealth. This scholar, Shoshana, last 2 years ago, she said, through digital, you can control somebody's bank, somebody's money. You can control everything. And you can repress somebody through digital. And she proved it in her book. Stephen, another scholar, 4 years ago said, the state can exploit the digital repression. It happens in many countries. When you speak against the state represses, it makes you off from the social media. They say, oh, you speak like terrorists. You can't use social media. You are banned. And all your friends banned. They can do that as a means of control. When AI becomes an instrument of power to suppress dissent and control population, when it becomes a tool of control, technology and social media giants, when they join hands, technology, social media giants, and the state, when they join hands, they can totally control and suppress anybody who demonstrates against them. Because they control. There is a very, very dangerous trend in the algorithm where the filtering happens. It filters as it needs. It's not the whole truth. It gives you a little truth, hides 90% of the bad things. I don't like Professor Nainggolan. He is a very great person. I hide all the good things about him. I speak to everybody only the bad things about him. And even he don't do anything bad, I make a lie. And that's what AI can do. It can create false information, disinformation. So people don't know what is true and what is false. We live in an age of confusion, dilemma. We don't know what is truth because there's so much of information. This happened in India last year, in May 2023. Manipur is a state in India. 2 tribes, one is Christian and the other is a Hindu tribe. There was a conflict. 150 Christian people were shot down in the conflict. And then 60,000 people, more than 60,000 people, lost their house and ran away to another state. Very big issue, right? For 1 month, no news. Indian people also don't know. Neighboring state people also don't know. Nobody knew for 1 month. And one person escaped from there and got the smartphone connected and upload the information to another friend. And that friend put on Facebook everywhere. And then BBC came to know. And then BBC come. After 1 month, the news come. 200 people died, women raped, 60,000 people lost their homes. You see? Same people in India don't know what happened to the neighboring country because of internet shutdown. And they can use it as a tool to control us. The UN has said there can be a lot of control and shut down people. We cannot have any demonstration anymore because the tech giants control all the communications. See, I'm not saying don't use AI. I'm not saying don't use phone. You can't. You need to have a phone. You need to use the AI. But for what? When we need it for technology, technology is doing work, surgery, using the drone to deliver food, to deliver medicine is okay. We need technology for good. We need technology. But the problem is, more than the technology, it is used for technocracy. They use technology to rule us. It becomes a king. It becomes the Lord. It becomes the God and controls everyone. It decides our life and death. And that is what we need to be careful. Technocracy can become the new colonialism. And we are already part of this. Technology is good, but then we need to be careful whether this is technology or technocracy. If you look at the newspaper, every day you see what is happening in Gaza. How many people died in Gaza? Can you guess? How many people? More than 60,000, right? How come the whole world is quiet for 2 years? Because of information control. Because the pictures of bombing and kids dying don't come out. The whole internet web is controlled of a narration of Hamas. In the name of Hamas, the entire Palestinians are killed. You see? They said Hamas is terrorist, but they didn't say they are killing all the people. 60,000 people. 2,000 years old Christianity. The origin of Christianity is in Palestine. Most of the churches that were 2,000 years old are bombed. In Israel, we have no Christianity, no Protestant church. In Israel, there is only 2 churches, Catholic and Eastern Orthodox. The Protestant church is illegal in Israel. In Palestine, the churches are free. But all the churches were bombed, but we never hear anything. It is going to change the Christian face of Palestine. Palestine has the birthplace of Jesus, but there's going to be nothing there because of the bombing. The history is going to be totally erased. All happened in this warfare. The danger is when one human being kills another human being in the war, their heart pains someday. But if you use AI, it doesn't have a face. You can kill thousands of people and we don't know who dropped the bomb because it can be a robot. And that is what is now happening in Palestine. The use of facial recognition. A doctor is working in the hospital in Palestine. His 9 children are bombed in the house. Because from the satellite they see his face, bomb his house. The facial recognition technique, with the help of AI, it can do a lot of bad things too. And that's what you see, the targeting of people, social workers, targeting of churches, targeting of mothers, targeting of children. It's all with the help of AI. What is the problem? You don't know who did it. Because it's not a person. The person is sitting somewhere, control the technology. They drop the bombs everywhere. If a human kill, they have a heart pain. But AI does not have emotion or compassion. Kill, kill. It's a machine. As theologians, what is the problem? As theologians, our next generation who use the phone will not pray. Why? Anything they want, where will they ask? They will never come to pastor and ask, please pray, I need a job. What are they going to do? AI. What job can I find? I am sick. What is my medicine? AI. What will you pray for? When AI takes the place of God, that is where we need to stand against. AI is the new golden calf made in Exodus. It is becoming the new golden calf where people want to create something and worship. It has become the new idol. That is where we need to say no. It is a sacrilege. Human beings cannot worship what they created. We are created to worship the Creator, and we cannot worship what we create. That is the theological problem we need to address. What can we do? We need to change our theology of prayer to say, prayer is not asking God to give something. God created us to praise God. Prayer is a relationship with God, not asking God something. Asking, you can ask AI. Prayer is praising God, glorifying God. The purpose of a life is not to ask God something, but to praise God. And that is where we need to change our theology. Okay. You know the epic, Ramayana, Mahabharata, epic? Epic never change. But if you read a novel, it's always new. A poetry never change, but a prose has its own language. It looks very beautiful when you read an epic, a poetry, but it's 1,000 years the same epic. Nothing changed. What we need is a novel. We need dialogue. We need dialogism. If AI is not dialogical, then we need to stand against and make it dialogue. Answer to our problem. Answer to the crisis created by AI. For example, Sumatra is a beautiful island. In English, right? Every word have a meaning. But then, the meaning of the word also depend on the meaning of the word beside. When you change the word beside, the meaning of the word also changes. The words have meaning, but their meanings depend on the words beside them, on the sentence. And that is dialogism. Monologism, it never changes anything. It's dangerous. It says 1, 1, 1. We need dialogue. The kingdom of God is a place where all tribes come, all speak in their language, and they dialogue with each other. In the kingdom of God, the lion and the calf sleep together. In Isaiah, right? And that is what we need to work for. Monologism is a problem. It always says, my country people kill another country people, outsiders. The refugee problem. It's all because of monologic ideology. Okay. Will people come to church? Smartphone? AI? What can the church do? There seems to be no hope, right? There is hope. When people are very busy with smartphone, always talking to AI, there is going to be a huge psychological vacuum in their heart that cannot be filled with AI. There's going to be a lot of people who are lonely. And that is where the church has a huge role for its mission. The AI is also an opportunity for the pastors, for the theologians, for the evangelists to share the love of God with lonely people. Who go to the hospital? People who are sick. People who are depressed go to the psychological care. We are going to have more people who are lonely, who are psychologically depressed because of AI. People are not going to talk to each other. They're always going to spend time on their phone. And then they're going to have a psychological problem. They're going to be lonely someday with medicines. That is where the church has to preach the gospel of love, show compassion. And so, the AI is a bane, but it's also a boon for the church. It can also be a blessing where we can share the love of God. Why dialogue? Why not monologism? God up above, whom nobody can question. But then, God became human. The Word became flesh. God was born in the form of human being and spoke in Aramaic language where human beings can dialogue with God. And that is the theology of incarnation. That is the message of the birth of Jesus. God became human. From heaven, God came down to sit. Jesus sat with people, eat with people, fight with people. He dialogued with people. God was dialogical. God spoke to us. And people spoke to Jesus. God is open to dialogue. Prayer is a dialogue. God is always willing to listen to us and talk to us back. Our God is a loving God, like a mother who dialogues with us. And therefore, we need to stand against any monologic ideology that does not dialogue. World Christianity, olden days, there was something called Christendom. It used the gun and the power by the Western people. But now, Christianity is in Asia, Africa, Latin America, it's spreading. 80% of the Christians are outside Europe. And this Christianity has different color, different language, different cultures. It's plural. It is not Christendom, it's world Christianity. Because it's not only English, but it's different cultures, different languages, different lands. And the world Christianity is an answer to the problem of monologism. Because world Christianity is dialogue, it's plurality, it's relational. There are different expressions. The plurality and the multiplicity of Christianity is the answer to the problem of monologism. Christianity does not have a home. It is homeless. 2,000 years ago, Palestine, 1,000 years, Europe, and now, Africa, Asia, Latin America. Christianity doesn't have a home. It keeps moving. In the beginning, the Spirit of the God was hovering on the deep. The Holy Spirit is moving. And world Christianity doesn't have a home. It keeps moving. God, Amos Young says, God is universally present, everywhere, active in spirit. And we are in the image of God. Every human being is made in the image of God. So everybody's life is precious. When AI destroys someone, then we need to say that person is also in the image of God. What can we do? We have to do a prophetic action, which is solidarity with the marginalized people. We can use the AI, it doesn't affect me, but it is affecting another tribe somewhere. Then we need to stand in solidarity with them and raise the prophetic voice. Like Nathan, when David take somebody's wife, Nathan raised the prophetic voice. When they destroy somebody's life, when AI is depriving people of humanity, we need to do the prophetic action in solidarity. I have only started now. I will talk for another 2 hours. Is it okay? Thank you very much. Any questions? God bless you.
Ya, kita berikan tepuk tangan sekali lagi yang meriah buat Shakespeare. Sebelum bertanya 10 menit, saya akan meringkaskan beberapa tema penting yang disampaikan oleh Shakespeare. Dan mungkin kita akan bisa bertanya setelah poin-poin ini. Bapak, Ibu, dan seluruh mahasiswa-mahasiswi, ada 4 topik yang dibahas oleh Shakespeare. You can drink, take a drink and some snack. Yes, I just explain your point, okay? Ada 4 poin. Yang pertama adalah dia membahas bahwa adanya kasus kekerasan karena bahaya ideologi monologis. Ini sebuah istilah baru buat kita ya, ideologi monologis. Dia telah membahas tadi bagaimana ideologi monologis terjadi beberapa bangsa tadi. Bahwa dampak bahaya dari monologis ini adalah kasus kekerasan yang terjadi di 2 negara. Kemudian poin yang kedua adalah kecerdasan buatan, EA, nanti kita akan bahas bersama. Lalu bagaimana monologisme ini dapat didialogkan menjadi sebuah dialogisme. Di mana pada poin keempat, kekristenan di dunia, bahwa kekristenan itu akan berpotensi bisa memberi solusi atas persoalan tersebut. Dan dia membawa 2 pemikir teori dari apa yang dibahas nanti akan sampaikan. Yaitu kasus pertama itu pengungsi Rohingya. Kita tahu di berita, karena ini kasus dekat dengan kita, dekat Indonesia, bahwa Myanmar memperoleh kemerdekaan. Dia tahu menjelaskan pada tahun 1948, dan Myanmar adalah negara sebenarnya multi etnis dan multi agama. Tapi suku Rohingya tidak dimasukkan sebagai warga negara. Di mana pada saat itu visi Aung San tentang negara yang inklusif, sebenarnya Myanmar itu harus terbuka. Tapi dengan hadirnya pemimpin UNU menjadikan negara Myanmar menjadi negara hanya yang beragama Buddha dan budayanya beragama Burma. Sama seperti kita yang ingin mencoba beberapa kelompok untuk menjadi negara Islam. Dan dia ingin membuat Myanmar itu menjadi satu bangsa, satu darah dan satu suara. Nah di dalam topik ini, Shakespeare membahas bahwa betapa ternyata agama, bahasa, etnis, dan juga tanah ini sangat menentukan di dalam perkembangan dan kehidupan kita yang diangkat dari konteks tadi. Dia mengangkat bahwa terjadi kekerasan di negara tadi yaitu adanya pemerkosaan, pembunuhan, penyiksaan, bahkan sampai 200.000 pengungsi pergi ke Bangladesh. Dan menjadikan 800.000 warga negara Rohingya tanpa kewarganegaraan. Ini sangat menyedihkan. Kekerasan terus terjadi pada tahun 2012, kita melihat di data yang disampaikan dia ada 48.328 rumah, 17 masjid, 15 biara dibakar. Dan bahkan sampai 84 nyawa melayang, bahkan 2.950 rumah hancur. Luar biasa. Dan kemudian negara yang kedua, kasus kekerasan karena monologis tadi adalah kasus Tamil. Ya, di mana juga pada undang-undang kewarganegaraan pada tahun 148 membuat warga Tamil di perkebunan teh menjadi tanpa kewarganegaraan. Bahwa kursi minoritas di parlemen dikurangi dari 40% menjadi 20%. Ini masalah kenapa? Masalah karena agama yang berbeda, bahasa yang berbeda, dan tempat tinggal berbeda atau tanah yang berbeda. Di 1956 Sinhala satu-satunya rancangan undang-undang yang diajukan hingga saat itu adalah bahasa Inggris. Tamil dan Sinhala sebagai bahasa resmi yang mereka ingin pertahankan. Dan terjadi kerusuhan dan bahkan 150 nyawa melayang dan pada saat itu banyak yang meninggal perempuan dan anak-anak. Dan diambil kebijaksanaan pada tahun 1970 pendidikan dan pekerjaan diarahkan ke sana untuk membuka kepada orang Tamil. Dan ketika terjadi di dua negara itu begitu banyak persoalan-persoalan yang membuat perang dan juga banyak korban di dalam pemerintahan. Ini adalah dampak dari konsep monologis tersebut. Dan beberapa data tadi disampaikan secara detail tidak usah saya bacakan, tetapi terjadi banyak penderitaan dan pengungsi, bahkan perempuan mengalami eksploitasi, finansial dan seksual, dan begitu banyak preman-preman lokal, gangster lokal yang memaksa dan menyiksa para perempuan secara seksual. Dan inilah dua kasus yang diangkat untuk mengangkat topik monologis tersebut. Bahwa perlunya ada dialog. Tapi ternyata di perkembangan sekarang ada sebuah kemajuan yaitu AI itu ternyata berdampak juga akan hal ini. Manusia telah membuat kecerdasan buatan. Ya. Dan ternyata kecerdasan buatan ini kita bisa melihat sangat membantu banyak manusia. Bahkan hampir semua kita tidak lepas dengan media sosial. Ya, setiap saat kita memegang smartphone kita. Ya, dan tidak bisa lepas untuk melihat perkembangan di media sosial dengan membuka Twitter, membuka Facebook, membuka Instagram, bahkan TikTok yang membuat banyak viral sekarang. Dan ternyata banyak orang memakai itu menjadi sebagai penelitian. Dan ini yang berbahaya, yang diteliti dalam konsep ini apakah memang membantu dan membahagiakan proses yang sekarang kita alami. Di mana ternyata pertama ada terjadi konsekuensi sosial ekonomi. Bahwa ternyata setelah ada produk AI tadi, ternyata telah ditemukan dan juga berkembang namanya senjata pemusnah. Senjata pemusnah matematika dengan istilah algoritma sebagai big data. Di mana dapat melanggengkan dan memperburuk ketimpangan sosial dan ekonomi yang mengakibatkan berbagai bentuk represi. Meskipun orang mungkin cenderung berpikir bahwa algoritma bersifat netral, tetapi seorang ekonom dan seorang matematik Katie O'Neill yang menulis dengan tegas berpendapat bahwa algoritma tampak objektif dan netral, tetapi didasarkan pada asumsi yang bias dan bisa menjadi keliru. Lalu pertanyaannya siapa yang diuntungkan, siapa yang dirugikan ketika kita menggunakan AI ini? Mungkin kita berpikir kita diuntungkan dan kita merasa bahwa itu menjadi sebuah fakta dan data yang benar. Nah, dia mengambil teori dari Frank Pasquella yang menulis bukunya tahun 2015 secara kritis mengkaji bagaimana proses algoritmik dapat mengendalikan distribusi kekayaan melalui distribusi informasi dalam satu masyarakat. Proses ini memberikan keuntungan bagi sebagian orang dan memberikan peluang finansial bagi sebagian lainnya. Meskipun hal ini dapat menguntungkan pihak yang berkuasa, di saat yang sama proses ini dapat menghancurkan suatu komunitas tertentu dengan membatasi peluang ekonomi dan informasi untuk pembangunan ekonominya. Dan ini mungkin kita rasakan juga di Indonesia, bahkan di negara-negara Asia saat ini, dan itu kita lihat perang antara Amerika dan Rusia dan negara-negara besar. Dan kita melihat apakah dengan EA ini kebebasan itu benar-benar bebas atau dikontrol. Bagaimana menurut Bapak Ibu? Apakah dengan EA kita dikontrol atau bebas? Nah, kita akan melihat bahwa ternyata ada kebebasan dan ada juga dikendalikan. Dan kita tidak sadar akan itu. Bahwa ternyata penindasan yang didorong oleh AI secara khusus merujuk pada penggunaan teknologi AI untuk menekan perbedaan pendapat, mengendalikan populasi atau membatasi kebebasan. Nah, ini tadi dipakai oleh negara atau pemerintah jika tidak menurut dengan kebijakan pemerintah. Maka pemerintah bisa mengendalikan itu. Jika berbeda dengan kebijakan pemerintah, kita kritik dan kita protes, hati-hati dengan ini kita bisa diberantas dan bisa kita dihajar. Seperti tadi Shakespeare bilang, dulu ketika masa kecil melakukan kesalahan tidak ada data dia di internet. Tapi ketika dia menyinggung sesuatu yang berkepentingan dengan negara dan melawan sesuatu pihak yang lebih kuat, maka orang yang memegang AI ini bisa membuat sebaliknya. Semua data-data dia menjadi buruk dan jahat. Dan ini yang sangat berbahaya di dalam AI ini. Karena ada yang mengontrol dan mengendalikan. Nah, pertanyaannya menurut kita Bapak Ibu, siapa yang mengendalikan AI ini? Saya pernah bertanya kepada Shakespeare. Tentu ini kan di dalam program Google. Dan Google sekarang pegang adalah Amerika. Dan Amerika dibaliknya ternyata ada juga orang Yahudi. Dan nanti akan dibahas dan kita tanya secara detail sebenarnya siapa yang mengendalikan sekarang informasi itu. Lalu inilah yang sekarang dikatakan istilah adanya penguasa yang diktator. Yang kita tidak tahu dan tidak kenal. Kalau dulu kita melihat Soeharto menjadi diktator yang terlihat, tetapi di AI ini kita bisa sebenarnya dikendalikan oleh seseorang yang tidak kita kenal. Dan sesungguhnya itu adalah sebuah diktator. Di mana dalam otoritarisme algoritmik lebih luas cakupannya daripada definisi sebelumnya. Bahwa otoritarisme algoritmik merujuk pada sistem tata kelola atau kontrol yang lebih luas di mana algoritma memainkan peran sentral dalam proses pengambilan keputusan, pengawasan dan mekanisme kontrol. Dan dia juga mengutip dari Virginia Eubanks yang menulis buku tahun 2018 mengungkap bagaimana pengambilan keputusan algoritmik mempengaruhi kehidupan sosial ekonomi suatu masyarakat. Dia menunjukkan bagaimana kesenjangan digital baru tercipta ketika sistem otomatis digunakan untuk layanan publik yang memperkuat ketimpangan yang ada dan meminggirkan kaum miskin. Dan kita lihat memang benar, sadar tidak sadar coba lihat Bapak Ibu di TikTok. Siapa yang berkepentingan, dia akan membawa alur yang dia inginkan. Kita tidak pernah melihat di dalam alur TikTok isu-isu mengenai orang-orang miskin yang menderita terpinggirkan di bawah. Justru kita didinabobokan dengan banyak hiburan, joget, disco dan yang lain. Yang membuat kita lebih menikmati itu menjadi sebuah hiburan. Tergantung yang mau membawa arus kemana. Itu salah satu yang saya terjemahkan dari konsep yang dibahas dari Virginia Eubanks ini. Begitu juga dengan pemikir Shoshana Zuboff yang menunjukkan bahwa dasar-dasar ekonomi dari referensiasi digital juga menunjukkan bagaimana kapitalisme, pengawasan di mana masyarakat dieksploitasi oleh raksasa teknologi yang mengakomodasi data pribadi, menghasilkan kontrol sosial yang memanipulasi dan memodifikasi perilaku pasar. Senada dengan itu konsep fiducia, information di mana menunjukkan kerangka kerja untuk memitigasi potensi represif sistem algoritmik. Artinya kita tidak sadar bahwa semua data kita telah dipegang oleh kapitalis algoritma ini. Dia bisa saja mengirimkan data apapun bebas kepada kita. Apakah itu mau memesan bisnis ataupun masalah keuangan dan yang lain. Dan itu membuat di nomor-nomor HP kita secara rahasia di Telkomsel kita berikan, tapi semua para pebisnis bisa mengakses nomor kita dan bisa mengirimkan apa saja informasi ke nomor kita sendiri. Kalau Bapak Ibu pernah mengalaminya, saya mengalami hal tersebut. Nah, ini yang disamakan penindasan digital. Di dalam apa yang disajikan oleh Shakespeare, dia mengutip dari Stephen Feldstein dengan jelas menjelaskan gagasan penindasan digital di mana teknologi informasi dan komunikasi dieksploitasi oleh negara. Di mana AI menjadi instrumen kekuasaan untuk menekan perbedaan pendapat dan mengendalikan populasi. Penindasan algoritmik di mana raksasa teknologi dan media sosial bergandengan tangan dengan aktor negara dapat melanggengkan kendali hegemonik dan menekan perbedaan pendapat. Dan tren yang berbahaya oleh Tufitki yang menulis buku tahun 2017 dengan jelas menunjukkan bahwa dengan algoritma yang menggerakkan media sosial yang dapat secara diam-diam membungkam oposisi. Oposisi kita tahu orang yang tertekan dan yang melawan dibungkam dengan cara-cara seperti penyaringan algoritmik dan pemblokiran. Yang memaksakan bentuk sensor digital efektif sekaligus tak terlihat. Pemblokiran ini juga bisa dilakukan melalui platform media sosial. Nah itu mungkin kalau pernah mengalami WA kita di hacker atau hal-hal yang kita gunakan di media sosial, Facebook dan yang lain. Dan yang terakhir Ibu Raulina pernah di hacker ya. Dan saya disuruh untuk ikut pembinaan pelatihan, itu luar biasa sekali. Di hacker emailnya, WA-nya, lalu bebas memberikan informasi atas nama Ibu Raulina. Ini hati-hati Bapak dan Ibu. Ini tren berbahaya yang dikendalikan oleh tadi yang diangkat oleh Shakespeare, penindasan digital. Nah oleh karena itu kita melihat bahwa tidak ada berita, bukan lagi kalau itu berita baik ya. Ini juga kita bisa melihat bahwa ketika kita melihat tidak ada berita, kalau dia bukan berita baik. Seolah-olah kita melihat selama ini hanya berita-berita yang baik kita dengar, yang kita lihat, yang terus di media sosial. Tapi sesungguhnya ada yang mengendalikan di balik itu. Kenapa hanya itu saja yang diberitahu. Kemudian PBB sebagai pelapor khusus ya disampaikan oleh Shakespeare bahwa untuk promosi dan perlindungan hak atas kebebasan berpendapat dan berekspresi telah mengungkap bagaimana teknologi digital merupakan ancaman bagi kebebasan berbicara. Mereka telah mengidentifikasi pengawasan berbasis AI yang secara diam-diam memantau komunikasi pribadi, penyaringan konten otomatis yang dapat secara diam-diam membungkam beragam suara dan bisa algoritmik yang secara tidak sengaja dapat memperkuat prasangka sosial. Jadi selama kita tetap menggunakan media sosial itu, sebenarnya bisa ada seseorang yang bisa mengcopy itu, mengambil itu dan mengidentifikasi itu, dan hati-hati Bapak Ibu dengan smartphone kita dan bagaimana bermedia digital. Dan ternyata Shakespeare mengatakan telah terjadi perang di media AI tersebut. Bahwa bahayanya pengguna AI dalam peperangan adalah bahwa pelakunya dapat menyebabkan kerusakan besar pada kehidupan yang menyembunyikan identitas seseorang. Ya, dia menyembunyikan wajahnya, tidak tahu identitasnya, tetapi banyak korban yang sebenarnya telah berdampak dari apa yang dilakukan di dalam dunia digital tadi. Korban kehilangan nyawa dan masyarakat mungkin tidak dapat melacak pelaku kekerasan tersebut. Kita tidak tahu. Makanya kalau kita kena tipu di dalam apa itu, kirimkan uang sekian ke nomor ini. Saya tidak pernah, polisi juga pernah mendapatkan tuntas siapa pelaku itu. Ya, ada yang pernah korban seperti itu? Yang disuruh kalau dapat hadiah kirimkan dulu 5 juta. Nggak ada sampai sekarang. Nah, ini bahayanya. Nanti boleh ditanya pada Shakespeare. AI dapat menggantikan Tuhan. Di dalam posisi sekarang kita melihat bahwa kita sekarang telah menyembah ciptaan manusia menjadi sebuah yang sakral. Bagaimana kita dapat menghadapi tantangan ini? Di mana AI dapat menjadi solusi bagi sebagian besar masalah dan kebutuhan kita. Kita harus mengajarkan dalam segi teologi, dia menggiring kita sekarang ke pemahaman kekristenan bahwa sebenarnya doa adalah hubungan dengan Tuhan dan tujuan Tuhan menciptakan manusia adalah untuk memujinya. Maka doa bukanlah memohon kebaikan kepada Tuhan, melainkan memuji Tuhan dan mengakui bahwa Tuhan adalah sumber segala kehidupan. Apakah itu kita rasakan sekarang? Nanti kita akan diskusikan bersama. Dan dia mengutip teolog Michael Bakhtin ya dengan konsep dialogisme. Jadi ternyata yang terjadi saat ini dan juga kekerasan dua negara yang terjadi itu adalah karena konsep monologisme. Tapi di dalam AI sebenarnya kita bisa membuka ruang dialog ya. Di mana jangan hanya dari pemerintah atau penguasa atau kapitalis yang memegang semua informasi dan data. Tapi sebenarnya Michael Bakhtin telah menyadarkan kita seharusnya dimanapun ruang itu harus ada dialog, ya. Dan ini yang dia buka dalam konsep dialogisme ini. Nah oleh karena itu ketika terjadi krisis monologisme ini, berarti menunjukkan masalah monologisme baginya pendekatan monologis ini adalah bentuk yang ekstrim. Ya, di mana orang lain tetap sepenuhnya dan sekedar objek. Kita hanya dikajakan menjadi hanya sekedar objek saja bagi mereka. Bakhtin mengungkap masalah monologisme adalah ketika kita tidak diberi ruang ya berkreasi, bersuara ya. Dan ini terjadi di dua negara yang mengalami kekerasan tersebut. Oleh karena itu, Shakespeare mendorong gereja harus berperan penting dan harus melihat ini menjadi sebuah pergumulan kita dan merespon itu di dalam teologi yang dia bahas dalam tulisannya. Meskipun AI tampaknya menjadi ancaman bagi umat manusia, AI juga sebenarnya dapat menjadi berkat bagi komunitas teolog dan kita semua sekolah tinggi teologi, bahkan gereja-gereja dan pelayanan kita. Oleh karena itu dalam pemahaman yang dia sampaikan dalam teologi inkarnasi adalah sebuah dialog. Sesungguhnya inkarnasi adalah dialog di mana firman telah menjadi manusia. Sesungguhnya dari konsep Lamen Saneh yang berkata bahwa sesungguhnya kekristenan dunia adalah sebuah gerakan kekristenan yang terbentuk dan berkembang. Yang sebelumnya belum ada non-Kristen. Tetapi dunia tidak bisa atau tradisi birokrasi dunia tidak bisa menjinakkan dan mengkungkung kekristenan tersebut. Dan oleh karena itu, di ruang ini harus diberikan ekspresi, baik ruang budaya, adat, dan juga tradisi masyarakat. Kekristenan dunia bersifat dinamis dan rasional. Dan sebagaimana Charles Fardin berpendapat bahwa yang penting untuk disadari adalah kekristenan itu tidak hanya dinamis tetapi juga relasional. Dan mempelajari kekristenan dunia atau kekristenan itu memahami kita bagaimana kita terhubung satu dengan yang lain. Saya tutup dulu sampai di sini, kita ada waktu untuk diskusi 30 menit. Adapun hal yang lain nanti yang boleh saya jelaskan di beberapa poin yang belum saya bacakan karena waktu sudah menunjukkan 30 menit lagi. Mungkin ruang diskusi ini lebih tepat buat kita untuk boleh mendalami topik ini. Saya berikan waktu kepada Bapak Ibu untuk termen pertama 3 orang dalam merespon kuliah umum kita hari ini. Kami silahkan. Ada 3 orang? Oke, Ibu Dr. Mary, Bak Pahala, Dr. Pahala. Ada juga mahasiswa di belakang. Siapa namanya? Berdiri. Namanya? Siapa? Robert. Ya, Robert Schreiger 1, setelah Ibu Mary dan satu lagi Elizabeth. Oke, nanti kita buka lagi termen kedua ya, 3 orang. Silakan Ibu Dr. Mary.
Terima kasih Bapak Dr. Maruasas yang sudah memoderasi kita. Thank you Reverend Dr. Shakespeare for your presentation. I am really happy to listen to you because I got many things that I think it's really important for me as a lecturer. So I'm Mary, one of the faculty lecturers here. When I prepared my sermon last time, about someone that is depressed, and then I asked AI, what you were talking about is I think it's true. I asked AI, where do you go when you have when you are depressed, and the AI said, go to a place that can give you happiness, or go to someone that can comfort you, or go to just the last option is go to the spiritual leader. There is no option to go to God. No, there's nothing like that. So I think it's really true. So. But as you said before, there is a positive and negative of this AI. My question is, what is the opportunity of the AI that the church can use in carrying out the mission of God? As you already presented that in this mission is not, Christianity is not, it doesn't belong to any other country, but it's world Christianity. And mission is also, should be done by all Christianity, all Christians in the world. So what is the opportunity of the AI that the church can use in carrying out the missions of God? And then, as you said, there is someone behind the AI that we don't know any, at all. We don't know at all who is behind the AI. It's hard to expose. But I think we, the church, the theologians, cannot just stay silent. We cannot We cannot keep quiet and just let the AI destroys the human beings, destroy the world, and especially the marginalized. So what does the church can do practically to anticipate the destruction, to prevent people from being depressed, pressured, suffered, etc., even prevent people from oppressing each other? Should we act like, maybe we all here know Mission Impossible, Tom Cruise? Should we act like him that does something impossible? Because the last version is it's about AI, how they overcome, how they prevent the world from being distracted by AI. So, do we also say that this is an impossible mission to do? And then about the dialogue, you're correct that it's yes, two way of speaking, but sometimes when we have dialogue, the dialogue only impacts one side, but not to the other side. So what do you think about that? Thank you.
Yeah, I will answer first. Thank you very much. I will go from their last thing. Dialogue is not dialogue if it only impacts one person. Dialogue is two people on the same stage and they talk as equal. Language is when we communicate, not dictate. So when dialogue only impacts one person, is actually monologism already in the system. So we need to resist, first thing. And for your second question, prophetically, what should you do? You have a friend. I come and kill your friend in front of you. I'm trying to kill. What will you do? You try to save. For God so loved the world that he gave his only begotten Son. For what? To save. To save. And that's the role of the church. We know this is going to damage. And then the church, we must stand ahead of the AI. And how can we do that? Human network and fellowship. The early Christianity did not spread through internet. The early Christianity spread through people gathering together, drinking coffee, and praying together. We need more human touch in the church. Otherwise, our children will be out of the human touch, controlled by the AI, and they will fight with us. So the church needs to be prophetic. We should not only fight when somebody hit a Christian. When something damages humanity, the church has to rise up and say, this is against humanity. And we need to come out because somehow it will destroy us otherwise, as you said. So the prophetic action, you know, when the dictator was in Indonesia, what we did? The theological school students come out and fight. In Korea, when the dictator was there, what did the theology teachers do? They throw their job, come and fight and die. Because anyway we die if we don't fight. So there is no option. We need to gather the momentum, cross beyond our religion, and show the love of God to all, and gather humanity to stand against. That's for the second one. What is the opportunity of the AI that provides for church mission? You can use the data analysis. You can plan your mission strategy. Some area you want to go, you can get the entire data of that area. Demography, religious demography, social needs, psychological needs, the history of the place. So you are prepared as a missionary as to how to do mission there. Before, we never had this opportunity. To know about a tribe, we need to go there, live there. But now, through AI, we can get all the history and the data And that is one thing we can use as advantage. And the second thing, if you ask any question about God to AI, it will talk about every God except the God of the Bible. It will never direct you there, most of the time. As you rightly said, it only says go to a spiritual person. It will never direct you to pray to God. Because AI is not fed Christian information. This is my assumption. No evidence. This is my assumption. I think the AI is fed anti-Christian data. That's why it doesn't direct anybody to pray. This is my opinion. It's not from another scholar. This is my thinking. So the church has to use the AI for its betterment, but we need to be careful. We cannot throw it away. We cannot run away from internet AI. When the internet came, we said it's devil. Now we use it. When the smartphone came, we said devil. Now we use it. So we need to learn how to live with it, but we also need to master it. That it doesn't control us, but we control it. The founder of the AI, the old man who worked to make up the AI, after he made the AI, he resigned in 2023. Why? He gave a big lecture on BBC. He said, this is very dangerous to humanity. It will destroy humanity because it is becoming more smart than humanity. And so now what he is doing, he is creating the safety measure. He feels so bad, he created this. He feels this will destroy humanity. So now he's creating a safety AI. So he is in the process. Sorry? I don't know.
Oke, tepuk tangan dulu dong buat Shakespeare dan Dr. Mary. Sebelum yang kedua ya, ini menarik diskusinya Ibu Dr. Mary. Ibu Mary mengatakan karena kita semua sudah menggunakan AI ini, semua kita tidak bisa lepas bagaimana kita bisa hidup tanpa ya. Apakah hidup kita ini sudah dikendalikan oleh dunia AI ini ya. Dan diskusi yang menarik, tadi Shakespeare mengatakan jangan pernah tergantung dengan AI ini ya. Kita harus yang mengontrol, mengendalikan itu. Dan tetapkan yang prioritas yang pertama tetap membangun hubungan, touch each other dengan sisi humanity. Melihat bagaimana mementingkan sisi kemanusiaan. Jangan asik sendiri dengan smartphone-mu. Merasa kau hebat ketika kau hanya memegang smartphone-mu atau laptop-mu dan di situ terus bekerja. Itu bukan kemanusiaan yang sisi humanity yang sesungguhnya. Ya, tetaplah kalaupun kita berdoa terhubung dengan Tuhan, sebenarnya ini sebuah wujud di mana sebenarnya kita harus tetap dikendalikan oleh Tuhan, kira-kira seperti itu, bukan AI ini. Dan menarik sekali juga di diskusi itu, kalian tahu Shakespeare mengatakan penemu dari AI ini setelah dia mengembangkan teknologi ini dia mundur dan dia merasa bersalah. Karena katanya setelah AI ini ada, dia melihat bahwa ini telah menghancurkan sisi kemanusiaan dan dia merasa bersalah untuk itu. Oke, itu penjelasan saya untuk menambahkannya.
Before the next question, I just want to say one more thing. What the church should do is talk more about AI. Expose AI to our children. If you expose it to them, they will be careful.
Tambahan dia mengatakan perlu juga kita menjelaskan apa AI ini untuk generasi-generasi kita atau anak-anak kita dan menjelaskan bagaimana dampaknya ya, dampak buruknya, sisi baiknya, sisi buruknya sehingga mereka hati-hati untuk menggunakan teknologi ini. Kira-kira seperti itu. Oke, silakan Robert, boleh bahasa Inggris atau bahasa Indonesia?
Bahasa Inggris, Pak.
Oke. Silakan. Oke, speak English directly. Okay.
Thank you for the time. First, let me introduce myself. My name is Christopher Robert Siregar. I'm the student in the second years in STT HKBP. Opening a theological dialogue on AI means trying to see this technological phenomena not only technically or scientifically, but also from the perspective of Christian faith. In today's digital era, knowledge can be accessed from countless sources, including artificial intelligence, AI, which is able to provide information, analysis, and even serve as a conversational partner in the learning process. Yet in the midst of AI, ability to supply vast amount of knowledge, a profound theological question arises: how can we distinguish between wisdom that comes from God, which is divine and guides us toward true life, and knowledge produced by AI, which is essentially the outcome of human technical and algorithmic design?
Bisa singkat poin dalam bahasa Indonesia dulu. Apa pengetahuan itu apakah dari Tuhan atau dari gitu? Intinya seperti itu poinnya.
Singkatnya Pak, bagaimana membedakan antara hikmat yang berasal dari Allah yang bersifat ilahi dan menuntut kepada kebenaran dengan pengetahuan yang dihasilkan oleh AI yang pada dasarnya lahir dari kemampuan teknis dan algoritmik yang memang di manusia itu sendiri Pak?
Okay.
Terima kasih Pak.
Yeah. You can answer or wait another question?
I will finish this one.
Okay, yeah, answer. Yeah, Robert. Shakespeare.
Thank you very much for your question. The serious problem that we have now is fact and wrong information. When the fact does not suit the elite, there is a huge wrong information created using AI. So we need to verify, go to the source. For Christianity, we need to always verify with the Bible and the theologians if this is okay or not. And that is why I said theological school has to introduce a new syllabus, a new subject on AI. Otherwise, we will be 100 years back, but all our children will be controlled by social media and AI. They will get degree from us, but they will be following AI. So we have to go back to human, the old people, and then go back to the Bible and the theology and real book, not internet books. To know whether this is real or not, you always check whether this information is against Christianity or not, is against my faith or not. When something is against what is taught to you in the church, then you need to check critically. You need to check critically. New Bibles are going to come, which is going to deny Jesus was a human being. New Bibles are going to come that is going to say Jesus did not rise from the dead. Everything AI is going to do. So we are going to have this problem. We already have. The best thing is the community of believers is where we do face-to-face and we dialogue and talk. It is in the dialogue the truth can emerge, not with the large information on the internet. We cannot get the truth from the internet. We cannot depend on the internet for the truth. So it has to be face-to-face, along with the traditional values, where we go, sit with the theologian, sit with the pastor, and with our parents, our godfathers. And it is only through that. Everything, we go back to our original Bible. The Bible is very important. Don't refer to the Bible in the internet. Use your Bible. Yeah? Nowadays, the Bible, some 16 verses is missing in the Bible now. NIV translation. The word fasting is missing. 16 verses are removed in the NIV translation. We don't know who authorized the NIV translation to be used in the church. We never question which church or which theological community or which Bible society authorized to make the NIV. Some group of people made. Everybody using the NIV now. But 16 verses are missing. There is a footnote in the Bible saying we don't know whether this verse is original or not. It creating doubt in the mind of the people about the Bible. So we need to go back to our old Bible. Talk to the community. Talk to the theologian, theology teachers. talk to each other. And it is in this process, because we can trust each other, we cannot trust the AI. Thank you.
Terima kasih. Saya coba terjemahkan ya Robert ya, bantu ya. Secara intinya kira-kira seperti ini. Ya walaupun memang agak bingung sekarang kita di zaman digitalisasi sekarang ini, di mana kalian bisa sekarang menggunakan literatur dari basis internet ya. Kalian mungkin bingung apakah ini bisa, ini apa faktual, apakah ini benar-benar bisa digunakan menjadi sumber yang dipertanggungjawabkan kira-kira seperti itu. Lalu bagaimana dengan yang menurut firman Tuhan dan pengajaran iman kekristenan yang sesungguhnya, mana yang benar. Nah menarik apa yang dikatakan oleh Shakespeare, yang pertama betapa pentingnya sebenarnya relasi, dialog dengan orang-orang ya, yang sebenarnya jangan terlalu percaya dengan informasi yang sekarang beredar di dunia digital itu, tapi cek kembali bahwa sebenarnya buku-buku itu lebih faktual ya daripada apa saja yang ada di internet itu. Walaupun kau menggunakan itu, tapi juga resource-nya itu di sumber aslinya dalam buku itu perlu kau bandingkan. Ya harus kau cek kembali apakah itu memang merujuk ke sumber yang benar. Dan kemudian tadi perlunya diskusi-diskusi kita dengan orang ahlinya sendiri dan teolog-teolog yang memang kau tahu kutip dari internet, apakah seperti itu juga sebenarnya disampaikan oleh teolog itu dalam asli dari catatan bukunya atau dalam pengajarannya langsung. Kira-kira seperti itu. Nah oleh karena itu, jikalaupun sekarang kita lebih banyak memang mengcopy paste firman Tuhan dari internet, dari Alkitab, tapi tetap Shakespeare mengatakan tetap lihat juga aslinya dalam buku-buku yang sebenarnya sudah dicetak dalam bentuk buku. Jadi jangan terlalu percaya dengan itu, perlu juga cek and recheck dan memastikan apakah itu benar atau tidak dengan sumber aslinya. Kira-kira seperti itu. Lalu yang terakhir tadi, selain dari melihat ke teks asli dan buku-buku dan ahli, perlu juga kita ternyata katanya kalau tidak salah saya mendengar membahas dan mengambil satu subjek juga mempelajari mengenai pengetahuan IE ini sekarang di kampus. Dia juga mengajukan itu. Bagaimana kita bisa merespon dan melihat dan menggunakan AI ini dalam studi dalam akademis sehingga kita bisa melihat dan mempelajari secara kegunaan dan fungsinya yang benar untuk kita, kira-kira seperti itu. Okay.
Yeah, one more thing, always check the source. Check the source, whether this book is written by real person. If it is real person, who is this person? Whether he is a real Christian in a real church or he belongs to some group that is against Christianity. Yeah, thank you.
Ya, sekali lagi tadi harus dicek ke asli penulisnya ya. Itu sangat penting. Apakah itu memang merujuk ke dia, seperti yang tadi Bapak sampaikan. Oke, kira-kira seperti itu. Ada lagi Robert mungkin yang mau? Oh, the last? Terakhir, ada lagi. Oke, this is the last question because our time already finished. Oke, Shakespeare. Elizabeth, oke. Indonesia, bahasa Inggris boleh. Silakan.
Thank for great presentation. Maybe this question is similar to two questions before, but do you think one day the priest position can be replaced by AI? Because we can see, I can say two examples. Like one, what if the congregation is more interested in finding in GPT than their own priest or spiritual counselor? And many people prefer sermon that makes their hearts happy than the theological of that sermon. Thank you.
Intinya banyak orang sekarang menggunakan GPT untuk mempersiapkan khotbah gitu.
Bukan Pak, apakah posisi kita nanti Pak sebagai pendeta itu bisa digantikan oleh AI Pak? Karena dari yang kami cari tadi pun Pak sudah ada pendeta yang khotbahnya itu dari AI juga Pak. Karena juga banyak jemaat yang lebih menyukai khotbah yang menyenangkan hati daripada nilai teologi itu sendiri Pak. Demikian.
The church is called to be prophetic. P-R-O, not F-I-T, not prophet. prophetic, PH. It has to raise its voice to be prophetic, not make profit. Okay? When Jesus preached in this world, he preached very strong that many people don't want to follow. Only few people follow Jesus. It is this few people who become today 2 billion people. Do you get the point? The problem with AI is that if I am right, if my intuition is right, AI is in the hands of the people who do not believe in God and who want to control the world. If that is the case, what one person can easily do is start funding this seminary fully, more money, but slowly send faculty who are anti-Christian, who are heretic, and say, oh, we will fund everything for your school, but our teachers will come and teach. What will they teach? To destroy the faith and the church of the entire HKBP. After 10 years, what will happen? Will we allow those people to give money and destroy our church? No. The same thing with AI priest. You cannot allow. What AI will do? Because AI knows how I think. It will preach according to what I need. It will always say, Shakespeare is very handsome, even though my hair is all gone. If the AI is the priest, it says, Shakespeare is good looking, very handsome, very attractive. Everybody is smiling, huh? These people. So we cannot afford to have AI, even though people want it. In Korea, there are more than 3 people who claim to be Jesus Christ, who claim they are Messiah, they are God. They are heretic people, but many people like them. Because people like them, it doesn't mean we say okay. Because our children want to play with the gas cylinder, they like the red color. Are we going to say, okay, play? No. We say no. Even though people may like it, it is very attractive. Still, the church has to stand against it. But you can use the AI for data collection, for preparation. You can check, fact check. But you cannot get the facts from there. You can use it to check your data, but don't get data from there. It can be a problem for the sermon. I don't know how many of you know, our phone has 2 cameras, right? Every time we go into our house, we keep our phone, we keep our laptop. What do you see on my laptop screen? What? Can you see my camera? What have I done?
You close by sticker.
My son put his sticker there. You see my son running around, right? Because when he is small, I teach him the camera is watching you. Because in the house, he take off his trouser and he's dancing. Even the computer is off. 2 a.m., our systems are automatically on. All your phone is updating when you're deep sleep. Your entire data you use today is all uploaded. Whatever you speak, even the phone is off. Your location is there. Every dialogue we talk, all our phones is recording automatically. Even you are not recording. There is a software called Pegasus, created by the Israeli company. Pegasus is a software that can be sent into your phone with a message or anything, and you don't know. Your phone is 24 hours on. All the videos you saw on the Facebook, all the picture you took with your boyfriend, girlfriend, all the things you talk with the phone beside, even your phone is off. Both your cameras is taking pictures every second, whether you like or not. iPhone, every 5 seconds, it's taking picture, both the cameras, every 5 seconds. Android, I don't know. But it is constantly recording photos. Wherever you went. Don't take your phone when you go for shower. It's a free show to the whole world. Go to the bathroom and talk on your phone. The whole world know you are in the bathroom. Always switch off your location. One day, me and my wife, we were in a restaurant eating. We want to be alone. You know, Saul is very busy. So we took our child. I told my wife, switch off the phones. We just go out, relax. We went out. We relaxed. I got a phone call. Somebody from far away, another country, my friend, called me and said, hey, what are you doing in this restaurant? My wife's phone is off. I did not tell anybody I'm going to that restaurant. How do they know? How do they know? This person put my name in the Google English, Sigamoney Shakespiere. Then it shows my location. My location was on. It shows on the map this point. He zoom. He find the place where I'm sitting. That is how the whole Gaza is bombed strategically. Pegasus is a software that listens 24 hours, whatever you talk around your phone. It takes video, all your messages, all your chats, TikTok, WhatsApp, any secretly you are talking to anybody, there is no secret. Before we say only God knows. No. AI knows. Because God is above the satellite. It has to cross the AI and go to God. Satellite capture first. Pegasus is a software that is used in politics to destroy the opposite party. When they have secret meeting, everything is listened, given to the opposite party. This is their strategy. Destroy. Pegasus used in warfare. As long as we are running around, watching movie, playing, everything okay. But the moment you are against the empire, then you are monitored. All our data is recorded. One day when you stand up and fight for Christianity, one day when you stand up against this giant, then they will say, I have your video with that person. I have your talk with your old girlfriend, boyfriend. You want me to upload? It will threaten us with our sins. So we need to be very, very bold. The next problem is when the hackers need money from us, they can use all this data and say, I will tell your wife, you are having another affair with a woman. Give me all your money. It's happening now already. So therefore, we cannot afford to have AI priests. Even people will have. It will happen. Many churches will have AI priests. But then, as human beings, we need to know that the whole system of AI is controlled and it has been against Christianity, against mission. On the internet, you check anything negative about Christianity, 1,000 images come. Priest robbed, priest destroyed, church robbed, everything. Good things about Christianity, very difficult to find in the internet. You see? Yeah, so we need to have real people trained in real seminary. This is just a game. It will be for 30 years. After that, people will come back to family. Look at Europe now. Look at America. Look at the number of people alone, drug addicts on the road. Look at the number of people committing suicide. The game is over. We cannot follow them. We need to follow our buttock culture. We need to gather like this, sit, eat, and drink and play. We cannot allow to destroy this culture. We need this. the moment we leave this and go alone in our room, there will be no buttock in this world. There will only be AI-controlled buttock. So therefore, the church has a very, very important role of being the prophetic voice. This is in John 10, chapter 10. This is the robber who comes behind and steals the sheep to kill them. But Jesus came that they may have life, life in fullness, abundant life. So this is it seems very nice, very tricky, but it will destroy our friends, our family, our children, our culture. It will destroy our value. And we will end up as alcoholics, drug addicts, as mental schizophrenia people, a community where nobody wants to get married, nobody wants to have children, nobody wants to have friend. In the end, all will be controlled psychiatrically and commit suicide. In Europe, suicide is very high. Look at Korea. We are world number 1 in what? Not only producing smartphone, suicide. Why? Because we entered the AI. Look at Japan. 2 in suicide. The United States, UK. Look at all the top cities with technology. People are dying. And we should be careful. We cannot let that happen. Thank you.
Ya, tepuk tangan sekali lagi buat Shakespeare. Saya hanya mau tutup close statement ya, Pak Wala ya, karena ini terakhir sudah nggak ada lagi pertanyaan. Sangat menarik yang dikatakan oleh Shakespeare menjawab Elizabeth yang mengatakan orang sekarang sudah banyak buat khotbah dari AI dan banyak yang tertarik ya, dan banyak sekarang yang viral membuat khotbah dari sana. Tapi kembali Shakespeare mengatakan gereja itu harus menyuarakan suara kenabian. Jangan hanya membuat khotbah yang enak didengar jemaatmu atau yang hanya menindabobokan kita, yang hanya bisa membuat tertawa. Tapi suara kenabian itu adalah suara di mana kita memperjuangkan, di mana kita memikul salib, menyangkal diri, yaitu tadi. Di mana suara kenabian berpihak kepada mereka yang tertindas, mereka yang miskin, terpinggirkan. Itu harus diperjuangkan oleh gereja. Dengan kemajuan teknologi dan modernisasi sekarang, kita telah lupa dengan saudara-saudara kita yang menderita ini. Sekali lagi, walaupun begitu kuatnya AI ini dalam kehidupan kita, kita harus kontrol, kita yang harus mengendalikan itu. Karena ketika kau telah memegang tadi, termasuk smartphone tadi, Shakespeare mengatakan sebenarnya ada satu aplikasi Pegasus yang telah ditanam oleh para kapitalis yang semua telah merekod datamu, bahkan percakapanmu, kegiatanmu. Jika itu pun kau nonaktifkan, mereka bisa membuat itu aktif kalau mereka mau. Artinya semua data, semua kehidupan kita dikendalikan oleh orang-orang yang menggunakan dan masuk ke dunia AI tersebut. Dan dia telah memberikan tadi kesaksian negara-negara seperti bahkan Korea, Jepang, Eropa, UK dan yang lain telah hancur. Banyak yang bunuh diri karena mereka menggantungkan hidupnya kepada dunia AI tersebut. Oleh karena itu di penutup seminar ini dia kembali mengatakan Yesus itu datang memberi kehidupan. Dunia ini, iblis itu atau setan itu seperti dunia ini membawa kita kepada apa? Kehancuran, kematian. Tapi teruslah hidup di dalam Kristus. Hidup di dalam profetik di mana Tuhan memilih kita untuk menjadi garam dan terang di tengah-tengah apapun kehidupan dunia ini. Bahkan dia mengatakan hargai kearifan lokal Batak kita, budaya kita. Jangan hancurkan itu. Jadikan bahwa kekayaan kita itu menjadi sebuah kekuatan kita melihat apapun yang terjadi zaman ini. Sama seperti iman kita di dalam Kristus, jangan sampai hancur. Apapun yang terjadi, kita tetap eksis bersama dengan Yesus Kristus Tuhan kita. Jadi jangan mau mundur atau hanya dikendalikan oleh AI. Amin, kira-kira seperti itu. Utama sekali lagi buat Shakespeare. Ya, Bapak Ibu, demikianlah kuliah umum kita hari ini dari Shakespeare yang datang dari Yonsei. Jauh dari Korea bersama istri Hana dan anaknya ya Sigil, dan kami kembalikan kepada panitia wakil 1 Ibu Rolina, silakan Ibu.
Terima kasih buat narasumber dan juga moderator. Untuk penutup langsung saja kita berikan kepada Bapak Ketua. Saya pikir di bawah saja narasumber dan moderator untuk turun.
Okay, dear Dr. Sigamoney Shakespiere and family, thank you very much for your inspiring presentation. I really enjoy your public lecture. As we know, theology and technology have an ups and down relationship. Technology is rejected or accepted not by its novelty, but by usefulness for life, by our theological position. So we need more time to discuss, to sharing about towards a dialogical theology of artificial intelligence. So we hope and pray this campus to be the best home for dialogue, for meaningful dialogue, where all voices are accepted and valued. So for this moment, we will give you, will present you this ulos as a symbol of our thanks to you, to your public lecture. This ulos is our symbol for Batak culture, symbol of free and hope, and also colorful. So we pray your career and your mission in Korea blessed by our God. So we are truly grateful to Yonsei University and to you for your willingness to support HKBP Theological Seminary. Bapak Ibu dosen yang hadir di sini, mari kita sama-sama berfoto, Bapak dan Ibu, di depan atau di tengah, di belakang yang hadir. Mari kita bangkit berdiri, di tempat masing-masing, supaya pengambilan foto bisa dilakukan dari atas.